to this happy place, welcome.
Hey guys, it's Tim. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Adrienne. Say hello, Adrienne.
Hello.
I'm cueing you now, so that way you don't try to pull any tricks on me.
What? I'll say whatever I want when I want.
That's true. You will.
Sorry, I was on Facebook.
It's all right. It's all right. It's been an eventful week in the Disneyverse.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant personally.
That too. Both ways.
Yeah, it's been an exciting week.
Yeah.
I guess just a few days. That was only a couple days ago.
Was that just a couple? Oh my gosh.
Wow, the last 2 days have been so long.
The last 2 days have been very long.
Because, yeah.
So Disney 100 started on Friday
to Sunday.
Oh my gosh. And today is Sunday. We're recording this Sunday.
Yeah, so
Disney 100 kicked off finally Friday,
wait a second.
January 27th.
Wait a second.
Yes.
Was that only 1 week ago that Splash Mountain closed in Disney World?
Yeah, that was Sunday.
This has been the longest week.
It's been a really long week. I don't know why.
Wow. It's not like the date, like, wow, that's insane. I'm like, that had to be 2 weeks ago. And I was like, well, what did we do last week for the podcast? Wow.
Splash Mountain.
Okay. My goodness. So yeah, anyways, Friday.
Yeah, Friday on January 27th started the Disney 100 celebration at Disneyland Resort in California, which is the center, the hub for all things Disney 100 for the company.
Yeah, I wonder what it's going to, I mean, well, Disney World is still in the middle, not in the middle. They're close to the end.
Close to the end.
Of the 50th, which feels like it's been going on.
Well, yeah, it was what
Which, I mean, the 60th.
It was actually on last October was the 50th anniversary.
Not last October, the October before. So October 2021.
Oh, yes.
So, and it ran for 18 months, which
That's
I believe the 60th did too. Was for 18 months.
It did.
It just feels like it's been going on a long time. But so that ends in March.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wonder after that ends, like, is their castle going to be decorated? Because the castle at Disneyland is decorated for the 100.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Looks really, really pretty. I wonder if they will take the 50th stuff down from the Cinderella castle, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
And if they'll do something to it, or if it's not going to be as big, because they've said, like you said, like it's the hub of the celebration is at Disneyland. And so I wonder if they'll be doing anything decoration wise.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't.
To see.
I don't think they released anything. Usually they release like concept artwork beforehand, months before, because they did that at Disneyland. But
it's gonna be sad to see all the 50th stuff down because the castle is so cool. But
yeah,
anyways.
but yeah. So Disney 100. So 1923 is the 100th anniversary. Well, take that back. 2023 is the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company. So this isn't
started in 1923.
It started in 1923. What date? Do you know the date?
January 27th. No, I don't know.
It's
later in October. I was going to say October.
I want to say it's October 16th.
So they're starting the celebration early.
They started early. Hold on, I gotta fact check myself. Hey Siri, when was the Walt Disney Company founded? October 16th, 1923.
Well done.
So yes, a lot of people are confused. They're thinking like it's Disneyland's 100th anniversary. But no, it's the Walt Disney Company. So the entire company, the studios, the TV networks.
Well, because like Mickey Mouse
animation,
isn't even 100.
No,
like that Steamboat Willie came out in 1928. So
yeah,
that's coming up on 100. But so yeah, this isn't the parks.
Yeah. So, but they're doing all the celebration type stuff at Disneyland. So So I thought this week would be your ultimate guide to Disney 100 at Disneyland Resort.
Maybe not ultimate because
Maybe not
we
ultimate.
haven't gone yet for
No,
it.
that's true. I'm
So we'll
pretty
have
much reading
more-
off the website.
We'll have more information, personal information that we've experienced and reviews and such.
That's right. So
in a few weeks.
Yes. So we'll be first week of February. We're going to be in Disneyland.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah. First full week.
First full week, yeah.
So we'll be there. We'll report live on our Instagram.
Maybe.
Maybe not live stream, but I mean, we'll be posting. Maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know. We'll see. Maybe we just want to enjoy it. Just
We'll see. But yeah, either way, we'll post. If we don't post during, we will after, and then we'll have obviously a recap. But yeah, so I watched. They had a live stream of like the opening ceremonies on Facebook and YouTube on Friday, and I don't know how long it went. I watched for well over an hour, and then I had to turn it off. So I don't know how long it went. They were showing little clips of like, you know, the shows and stuff, which I didn't really necessarily want to see. I haven't watched, there's been other, you know, Instagram pages, you know, doing live streams of the new fireworks shows. And I haven't watched any of that because
I've seen bits and pieces on social media just from just like scrolling past, and they're like,
I'm trying not to see anything.
And been spoiled on a few things. I mean, some of these things that they announced when they said that they're going to be doing the 100. So they announced, you know, some of these special appearances by some characters. And, but yeah, no, looking forward to that. So this will be a good guide. I won't say ultimate guide. It'll be a good guide to what you expect of the Disney 100 celebration at Disneyland. So first and foremost, brand new ride.
Yes.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
Is it railroad or railway? Railway.
Railway.
Yeah.
I got that wrong.
Railway.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Which it typically just goes as Mickey and Minnie's.
Yes, we call
You
it
know,
Mickey and Minnie's.
like it's not new completely. They do have this right at Walt Disney World. And, you know, you typically just call it Mickey and Minnie's because that's not as hard to say as Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But I don't know if you were going to bring this out.
Go ahead.
So this is the case at Disney World. It opened not long before COVID in Disney World. So it was true for Disney World and it's true for Disneyland. It is the first and only ride featuring Mickey Mouse,
Which is
and
crazy.
Minnie Mouse.
It's crazy to think that it's taken this long
Yeah.
for a Mickey ride.
I remember when they opened it in Disney World and I was watching it on like Good Morning America or something.
Yeah.
And them saying that and being like, no, that can't be true. Like Mickey's everywhere. I mean, yeah, Mickey and Minnie are everywhere, but they don't have a ride
That's so crazy.
until now.
Yeah, that's how they do.
This is their ride.
Yeah. And we went on it in Disney World. Super fun.
Yeah.
It's fun for the whole family. No height requirement or height restrictions, or no height requirement.
Yeah.
So everyone from grandma to baby can go.
If they had an age limit. Oh,
Sorry, 65 and younger.
yeah. Yeah. No,
yeah.
I can't remember. It doesn't have 3D glasses, does it?
No 3D
Okay.
glasses.
Because it's not like
Remy's has
Remy's 3D
It's the
glasses.
same type of ride where it's like the
Trackless
ride. It's
car.
the same.
Yeah.
So think of it like Rise of the Resistance, but less intense. It's the same
And much
concept.
happier theme.
Much happier.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's super fun. So that opened on Friday. It is virtual queue only or individual Lightning Lane purchase. So there is no line. You can't just go roll up to it and wait in line.
Right.
You can't be like, I'm going to wait 4 hours. So this is
Yeah.
one thing I'm doing. You can't do it.
Yeah. And hopefully, well, first off, the individual Lightning Lane, if you're not familiar with Genie Plus, is separate from Genie Plus. So if you buy Genie Plus for the day, Mickey and Minnie's Lightning Lane is not included in that. You have to purchase it separately.
Yep.
It's going for about $20
Yep.
per person.
And that can change depending on crowd levels and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So it may be cheaper, it may be more expensive.
At the beginning, I doubt it's going to be any cheaper.
Yeah, it's probably going to say $20 for a while.
But they did this with Rise of the Resistance. And then eventually went to normal individual Lightning Lane and standby. So you
Yep.
can wait. It's hard to say how long they did the virtual queue because it shut down for a little over a year.
Yeah.
So you can't really say like, oh, how long did they do the virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance? Because they were doing it when it closed.
Yeah.
And then when it reopened, I believe it was just standby. So
Yes.
so who knows how long they would have done the virtual queue had it remained open. So I'm wondering how long it's going to go because it's
going to be pretty popular for a while.
it's not great.
I mean, I know a lot of people really hate it.
There's things I really don't like about it, and there's things I do kind of like about it. I don't love it by any means, but there's like I hate the stress.
Yeah.
And it sells out the first day. So, well, you'll get into more about the
process.
the process, but
Yeah.
well, and the first day it sold out in a minute.
Yeah.
So
Less
if
than.
if you wanted to get on it, you had to purchase individual Lightning Lane. If you didn't want to purchase individual Lightning Lane, virtual queue was sold out, so you were not going to ride it that day.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like the pressure and the stress. I do wish that there was a standby option just because what if you don't care and want to wait for 4 hours? I get that they're trying to keep that, from happening.
Yeah.
Probably also space-wise.
Space-wise, crowd
But
control.
right now Toontown is not reopened. Toontown doesn't reopen until March. So, but well, I don't want to pay for our family. I don't want to pay $100 to ride this ride. We're already
Yeah.
paying for everything else. And I didn't get in. Like I
Yeah.
tried at 7 a.m., and so I don't like that because it causes anxiety and stress on your vacation, like to
No, I get
Disneyland,
that.
and you're supposed to
I
have
get
fun. Then there was, and I know we've talked about this, I believe we've talked about this with Rise of the Resistance. There was the because I didn't like it. I didn't like walking down Main Street and just parking and everyone staring at their phones. No one's looking up. No one's just enjoying Main Street and getting into the park. Everyone's just stressing on their phone wanting to get virtual queue for Rise of Resistance. But then right at 8 a.m. when everyone could do it, it was fun to hear people cheering throughout the
and shouting,
park. And
yeah.
there was a camaraderie of people being like, hey, what group did you get? But then there's also the people stressed out and mad because they didn't get on this ride.
Yeah.
And with that was before Genie Plus. There was no individual Lightning Lane that you could purchase. It was virtual
true.
queue or nothing.
That's true.
And you were all stressed out, worried we weren't going to get it.
Yeah.
And it's so I don't like that.
Yeah.
Go for that as for the virtual queue because you don't have to wait as long. You do have to wait a bit, but it's not as long because they only call certain amount of groups each time. But then also have a standby line just because it's you come to Disneyland once a year and you didn't get to ride this new,
Yeah.
So it's and then the thing I like about it is that when your group does get called, you go and it's kind of like you Fast Pass or Lightning Lane where it's you don't have to wait as long. You do have to wait, but it's they only call however many boarding groups at a certain time. So yeah, it's I don't know.
Well, I hope you enjoyed her TED Talk. And on her next subject will be, I don't know.
Genie Plus.
Genie Plus. So yeah, no, I get that. So that leads to virtual queue. If you're not familiar with virtual queue,
Here's the breakdown.
It's what it is. It's a virtual line waiting system. So it's pretty much like taking a number and you go to the ride when your number is called.
So you have the app.
You have the app. And so big difference now compared to Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance, you had to be physically inside the park at 8 a.m.
So what we found is like people that would normally not come into the park until 10, 11 o'clock, or maybe even start in California. Everybody was coming into Disneyland first thing to get their virtual queue at 8 a.m. In the virtual queue, and then they'd leave.
Yeah.
So like you would be like, oh my gosh, like the line was all the way back to California Adventure. So many people, but then a bunch of those people left.
Then it would get empty.
But it was a little like, there's so many people.
So it created a lot of crowds, a lot of artificial crowds.
Yes.
It took forever. I don't want to say forever, but the getting into the park, the main gates took longer than usual.
Yeah. And then everyone just stopped like where they were. And
So the big difference now is that there's two opportunities to get virtual queue in Mickey and Minnie's. It's at 7 a.m. and then at 1 p.m. So with the 7 a.m. process, you do not have to be in the park. You could be at home. You could be in your hotel room. You just have to have a valid park ticket for that day and a reservation for that day to be eligible to enter the virtual queue at 7 a.m. For 1 p.m., you have to be physically inside Disneyland or have a park hopper ticket and be in California Adventure.
Okay, so you can be in. Yeah.
So that's the main difference. So to ease those crowds that they saw at Rise, you now no longer have to be in the park to be able to get a virtual queue, which is very similar to how Disney World handles Genie Plus and Individual Lightning Lane. You didn't have to be in the park. You had to be in a Disney World hotel.
Yes, you have to be on property.
With a park ticket and reservation for that day. So Disneyland is now allowing us to do the same thing as Disney World. So,
but not for Genie Plus, just for the virtual queue for Mickey and Minnie's.
That's correct. So, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I was going to get into Genie Plus, but I'm not going to talk about that. So once, you have a window from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. to confirm your party. So before you had to, with Rise, you had to be in the park, click on virtual queue right at 8 a.m., confirm your party, get your boarding pass. You had to do all of that all at once.
Oh, the stress. I can feel your anxiety that you had.
And so you have to click right, super fast. And then if you didn't do something right beforehand, it would error out and you would lose your chance. Now what they're doing is they're giving you an hour window from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. to confirm your party. So you can have make sure starting at 6 a.m., okay, I got my family of 6 or family of 5, 4, 2, how many you have. Be like, okay, I got these tickets are ready to go. These reservations are ready to go. We're all good. Confirm your party.
So with that, real quick.
Yep.
So if you are going, it's not just you and your kids. Like we are going with a different group. I mean, we have our kids, but we have some other friends coming. So like.
There's a total of 11 of us.
Yes.
Big group.
So by confirming your party, just explain that if you're with adults, it would be, you'd have, hey, there's my best friend. I have her ticket.
Yes. So,
scanned into my app.
Yes. So to be able to confirm your party, say you have, it's multiple families are in your party or multiple friends. You have, and if you are the designated app person, like you are making the Genie Plus, you are doing the virtual queues for your entire group.
Which you should have someone do
You should
that.
have one person do that because if you have multiple people do it, it's going to mess everything up. So you have one person responsible for that and you have all of their tickets scanned into your one app. So that way you're going to have a ton of tickets in your app, but it's going to know which tickets have reservations for those days. And so only going to show when you confirm your party is only going to say these 5 people, these 11 people are good to go for today. And so once you have them all checked, you're like, yep, we're good. You click confirm party. And then you need to wait until 7 a.m. to, it'll
Join
the virtual queue. There'll be a little button on the bottom that says refresh. So right when it goes to 7 a.m., you tap refresh. Like you have to be on it.
Well, do you have tips?
No, but I know you have some tips.
I saw this post. I want to mention her.
We're spending a lot more time on this than I thought we would, but we got a lot more of Disney 100 to talk about.
Okay, sorry,
Go ahead.
I'll pick it up.
No, it's okay.
This is on Instagram, Disney Food and Fun.
Yes.
She's great. She's the one I found out about the raspberry rose macaron from Jolly Holiday, which is amazing. Anyways, so she gave some tips. So, she said about 10 to 15 minutes before 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. if you don't get in at 7 a.m.
That's another thing at the 1 p.m. You have from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. to confirm your party. So you have that 1 hour still.
So she's saying, just make sure 10 to 15 minutes before, give yourself that time. Turn Wi-Fi off on your phone.
I think that's if you're in the park.
If you're in the park.
If you're in the park, because everybody else is on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Or
So
your
it might
phone's
make it
trying
go
to connect
slower.
to the Wi-Fi at Disneyland. And so it can cause congestion.
Close all apps. Link all tickets in the Disneyland app, which you just talked about. Find the virtual queue button on the app. So it's on the main page if you scroll down. Confirm your party on the virtual queue page, which you just said. Use a world clock to count down your seconds, which I know you did this.
Time.gov is the website, which is the official.
You can't just change it on your phone or on your watch.
No, time.gov is like the official timekeeping website. So it's like the official time. That's what the Disneyland app uses. So because the time on your phone and the time on your Apple Watch, for instance, might be delayed by milliseconds. And milliseconds
Well, but how
count.
would you have time.gov if you're looking at that? You're not going to be on the Disneyland app. You'd have to have someone else in your party.
You would need another person in your party to have that phone.
Have somebody else in your party. This isn't. See, this is something that I don't like. I feel like this is all ridiculous.
It's like a game. It's making it a game.
Yes, a stressful game that could mean your kids are crying because they didn't get on this Mickey and Minnie ride.
Yeah. Tell me how you really feel.
Well, everyone knows I want to go back to 2004 when it comes to Disneyland. So yeah, use the world clock to count down your seconds. Because exactly at, this is what you just said, exactly at 7 a.m., click the refresh, then join virtual queue button. So time.gov on somebody else in your party's phone so that you know at the second that it is 7 a.m., refresh and hope to join a virtual queue. And then if you don't get in, you have that chance at 7. Or you have that chance at 1 p.m.
Yeah. Because what I did, I used my Apple Watch and I made the face where I had a second hand.
I remember.
And I would watch that and probably right before it goes to the second hand passes the 12. So it's like at 6:59 and 59 seconds. I would hit refresh.
Ooh, that's dangerous. Was that too early? But then if you're too early by 1 second, you're done. You don't get it. You're donezo.
I know. But that's why I was talking about. There's a delay from the time that your phone or your watch has. So that's why the tip that I read was to use time.gov, which is the official U.S. time, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, if you're wondering. So that's the kind of breakdown of virtual queue. You got that? You got all that? Because
we'll let you know how
this
it
ain't
goes.
no game. This is science.
We will let you know if we get in. Ugh, I really want to get in.
So I'm going to be waking up at 6 a.m. that day after we get in.
I will be up probably I'll be up at 5 to get ready.
And I'll be sitting there watching my phone for the next hour, waiting for.
Well, you need to be ready. We're
Yeah.
By 7, you need to already be ready. We're making lunches.
Oh, I know. Anyways, okay. So that's Mickey and Minnie's. It's brand new. Just opened on the 27th. Brand new ride.
In Toontown.
Slightly different than the Disney World version. I haven't watched a ride through yet because I want to see it for the first time in person. But I did see like a lot of the queue, it's different because in Disney World's version, Hollywood Studios, they repurposed that with the what was it called? The Great Movie Ride or something like that.
Sorry, Disney World.
So
we don't know what it was.
And so they put that ride into that building. This is a brand new building that they built. So Toontown doesn't open until March 8th. So they have a small little section of Toontown that they opened up that you can kind of check out. That's been redone. All right. So that's the one new ride for the Disney 100. They have some new experiences. So there's a new World of Color 1. It's called World of Color 1.
Like the number 1.
Like the number 1. Like the Oneaters.
The Oneaters.
The Oneaters. That's a quote from...
No. What's it from? Let us know if you know.
Yeah, if you know what movie we're referring to.
Leave a review and tell us in your review.
Yeah, that's another thing. Leave us a review. Let us know what
movie we're talking about.
Quoting. Oneaters.
Hey, that's the Oneaters.
So World of Color 1, I'm going to read this straight from the Disney website. All new nighttime spectacular at Disney California Adventure Park celebrates the storytelling legacy started by Walt Disney, illustrating how a single action, like a drop of water, creates a ripple that can grow into a wave of change. This is the first Disneyland Resort nighttime spectacular to feature characters, music, and moments from Walt Disney Animation Studios, Pixar Animation Studios, The Avengers, and Star Wars in the same production. So that should be exciting. So this is another experience that's using a virtual queue. So it doesn't mean that you can't watch it.
Right.
It just means that if you want to be in the viewing area, one of the 2 viewing areas, you'll need to join a virtual queue at 12 p.m.
At 12, okay.
So it's the same thing. You have at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. to confirm your party. 12 p.m., you enter the virtual queue.
Now, are they having 2 shows? Because usually in the winter months, they have 2 shows when it gets dark earlier.
There is 2 shows.
Okay.
So
hopefully we can get the earlier one.
It's depending on, the hours for that day.
Yeah.
But usually there's one like at 9:15 and one at 10 or something like that.
8:30. I feel like one was like at 8:30. Anyways, yeah.
So usually you can only do one virtual queue at a time. But because they have World of Color and Mickey and Minnie's, they're allowing you to have 2 virtual queues open. So you can get say that you got the morning virtual queue for Mickey and Minnie's, but your boarding pass hasn't been called yet, you can still get it in the virtual queue for,
good.
For
World of Color.
Or the opposite, you're in World of Color first, and then you get a virtual queue at 1 p.m. for Mickey and Minnie's.
One thing we didn't mention about Mickey and Minnie's, you can only get in once.
Yes.
So if you
can
get
ride
in
it once during the day,
if you get in it to 7 a.m. queue, you cannot then get in at the 1 p.m. queue to try again to ride it twice.
I wonder if you can buy individual Lightning Lane. If you get a virtual queue and buy, of course, they're not going to say no to money.
Yeah, they're not going to say. And I believe I saw people that did that on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can only ride it once if you're only doing virtual queue.
Yeah, because people were saying I saw some comments of people being like, if you had the money and spent it on individual Lightning Lane, don't take up a spot in a virtual queue.
Oh, yeah.
Like for somebody else that couldn't pay for it, don't take up a spot in a virtual queue, because people had seen that they were doing that. And so other people were like, don't do that. Like leave the spot for the people that like can't pay for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's a courteous thing to do. So another nighttime spectacular. Of course, this is something that we all look forward to. It's one of the biggest things that you go to Disneyland for. Wondrous Journeys, which is a new fire time. It's fire time, guys. It's time for fire. Fireworks extravaganza.
I'm so sad.
is a new fireworks nighttime show.
Do you want to know why I'm sad?
Well, I know why you're sad, but go ahead. Tell the audience why you're sad.
Because there are no fireworks shows when we are there.
Yeah.
They're not running it during the week, and we couldn't go on the weekends, and so we don't get to see it.
Yeah. So what they did this for Mickey and Minnie's Mixed Magic, is during the week, during the off peak. So like wintertime, late summer, fall, they just do the light show and the music.
Oh, I'm debating, like, do we even want to?
And then during the weekends, they do the full fireworks show with the projections, the lights, and the fireworks. So we're only going during the week.
You just have to go back on a weekend.
You also have to make a quick trip, a day trip. They go down. We'll get to this later, but we have some rumors about Splash Mountain, Disneyland Splash Mountain. So when we're going Monday through Thursday. So they're just going to be doing the light show, no fireworks.
Yeah, right. We have a friend who's coming. It's never been.
Yeah.
And I'm so bummed that they're not going to get to see.
Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they'll be like, you know what? Maybe we'll keep the fireworks going.
Maybe.
We'll see. Or they say, ladies and gentlemen, because of high winds in the atmosphere, we will no longer be able
due to inclement weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happens all the time. You know, the reason why they do that, do you know?
I've told me before.
So they never hardly cancel fireworks at Disney World, I've read. It's like, it's almost rain or shine. The reason why they cancel because of these high winds at Disneyland is because of the neighborhoods around Disneyland. And these high winds can carry the particulates and sometimes embers and other things to these houses.
Right.
And it can be a fire hazard.
Yeah.
And so it's not Disneyland that's making the call to cancel. It's the fire marshal. It's the Anaheim Fire Department that's saying, sorry, Disneyland.
Yeah.
The weather's not good enough for this.
Yeah.
We're
Makes
gonna have
sense.
to cancel.
Makes sense.
So don't get mad at Disneyland. Get mad at the fire marshal.
Or don't, because you don't want anyone's house to burn down.
Yeah, that too. So, I mean, it's a safety hazard. It's, they're looking out for the community and, Anaheim in general. So it's good. You know, they're being a good community steward. She's telling me to wrap it up. So those are the nighttime, things.
Wait, I thought there were 3. I thought there was
there's a new parade.
a new parade. There's a new cavalcade, which I'm excited about the cavalcade because
I saw that.
It's short and you can catch it. Like, you don't have to park out for it, Oh, also I saw on that live on Friday that, how they'd have projections on Small World, on the castle. And then also when you're waiting for Fantasmic, they'll do projections over there on water. They are not the same in each spot.
Oh, really? Like they show different things?
That's what the Disney guy said.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he said, you just have to view it from all the different spots. You have to keep coming back. Okay, you want my money? Take it.
So, in connection to the shows, there's new decor. The castle's
has the 3 good fairies
been platinum-sized, platinumized.
Has a really pretty 100 plaque.
Same thing with Carthay Circle Theater in California Adventure. It's been decorated. There's new Mickey and Minnie statues on Main Street. And there's a new Disney Gallery Presents Disney 100 Years of Wonder, which is kind of like a museum type.
Yeah, in the Opera House.
In the Opera House.
Right at the beginning of Main Street.
the website says the Disney Gallery on Main Street, USA at Disneyland Park will house a new exhibit inspired by Walt Disney's vision for Disneyland to be where his films come to life. Inside, you'll see beautiful artwork created by original Disney animators for some of Walt's early films, alongside artwork concepted by original Disney Imagineers to recreate those stories in the park.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So there's that. The Magic Happens parade comes back February 24th. So that's not a new parade. It's just a returning one.
I wonder what that one is.
And then Mickey's Toontown reopens on March 8th. So that's coming later this year in spring. So those are some of the experiences, the rides that are coming in connection to Disney 100. But now the part that we're all looking forward to. The food.
Food.
The food and the drinks.
Food. Wait, I have another quote. Food. Food.
I don't know that one.
Food.
Oh, is this from the same movie?
No, it's not from the same movie.
It's from a different movie?
A very different movie. A very different movie. So I'm not going to tell Tim. If you know.
She'll tell me when we get done recording.
Leave us a review and let us know in your review what movie. Food.
Yeah, if you listen to Apple Podcasts, leave a review. Make it good and let us know what the answers are.
Not being nice about it. Please. Don't listen to him. He's so bossy. But please.
All right. Anyways, food. Food guide to Disney 100 celebration at Disneyland Resort. So I'm getting all this information from the Disney Parks blog, but there's a lot of food and drinks.
Good.
Coming out.
I'm ready.
There's a lemon tea cake.
That looks so good.
You can find that at Alien Pizza Planet.
Oh, I thought it was at Jolly Holiday.
I think it's there too. There's multiple places, but I'm just reading off the website. Blue Bayou, they have celebration cake, pecan brownie, chocolate truffle mousse,
Oh my goodness.
red berries, and milk chocolate mousse glazed with chocolate ganache and topped with a star.
Yep.
Ooh, they even Disney 100 Blue Bayou champagne glass. Available per glass or in a set. Limit 2 per person. Let's see. Oh, I've been seeing this pop up. The platinum trifle. Layers of chocolate. Trifle. It's a trifle.
It's a trifle.
It's like from the episode of Friends.
Yeah.
Layers of chocolate cookie crumbles, cheesecake, cherry compote, chocolate
Compote.
Is it compote?
I think.
Like compost? Cherry compost, chocolate cookie mousse.
I don't know.
Cream fraiche, chantilly. A lot of French words that I don't know how to pronounce. With crunch pearls and a chocolate piece. Okay.
I'll take it all. Does it say? I know there's a churro. Does it say the flavor of the churro?
Yes. Where is it? So this is at Town Square Churro and Tomorrowland Churro carts.
Okay.
It's a Disney 100 churro rolled in cherry sugar, drizzled with white icing and topped with purple and silver pearls. So I think it's just a regular churro.
But with cherry?
Cherry sugar.
Cherry sugar. Okay. I feel like they could have done better with that, but all right.
So Jolly Holiday, has the platinum trifle, the lemon tea cake, and then the Mr. Banks shortbread tart. Caramel and chocolate ganache and a shortbread tart, purple colored white chocolate mousse, sea salt, edible silver stars, and silver crunch pearls.
Oh my goodness. There's also, where's the pretzel? I saw is it Food at Disneyland? Had the posted
Refreshment corner. So that's
corner?
It has like the Coca-Cola sign.
On Main Street.
On Main Street.
Okay, I want this.
It's the violet pretzel.
Oh my gosh.
Cream cheese filled pretzel drizzled with salted vanilla cream and lavender sugar.
What in the world? I want that now. And I'm not like a huge pretzel person, but I do love cream cheese. Yeah. Like that sounds amazing.
They got lots of tumblers, Disney 100 travel tumblers at different restaurants, some with lanyards. There's a Disney 100 Mickey Mouse sipper. There's the poison apple mug. There's the Magic Key refillable popcorn bucket.
Okay. Here's the thing about the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Refillable. I got a bucket over the summer and they weren't doing refills. Remember? I asked. I was like, do you get a discount on refills? And she said, no, since COVID, they don't do that. Now, I'm wondering if they do now because I keep, you always see the Magic Key popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
This 100-year refillable popcorn bucket. Okay, yeah, it's refillable at home.
Yeah, there's a couple different. There's a Magic Key one, and then there's a generic Disney 100.
Yeah, so I wonder if
bucket.
they started doing refills. I take that. Okay, I kind of take it back. You can take the second bag that you bought and dump it into your bucket.
They don't give you a discount.
They don't give you a discount, and they don't take your bucket and refill it because of, since COVID. So I wonder if that's still the case. So just be prepared that over the summer, that was what was happening. You could buy another bag and dump it into your bucket that you already purchased, but you didn't get a discount or anything. They did not refill your actual bucket. So I don't know if that's still the case, but it could be.
Yeah. There's a Disney 100 Cinderella premium bucket.
What?
Yeah.
I want it.
It's coming soon. It's not available yet. So now that's at Disneyland. So those were just some of the stuff. Nothing, mainly desserts. Trying to see if there's anything I missed. Oh, there's the potato and cheddar cheeseburger at Hungry Bear, which is a 1/3 pound Angus chuck patty, green chili, and bacon cheddar sauce with spicy crispy potato planks on a brioche bun.
Wow. That's like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah, probably pass on that one. Sounds good, but
it does sound good, but it won't
feel good.
It won't feel good. No, it won't.
So going over to California Adventure, we at the Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, one of our go-to places. French onion dip pizza, mozzarella, Gruyere.
I never know how to say
Gruyere caramelized onion,
Okay.
and sliced roast beef served with a side of beef au jus.
Pizza?
Pizza.
Interesting. Not a big beef person.
They have a lemon
A Le Mans.
lemon chiffon pie, classic lemon chiffon pie with graham cracker crust
my goodness.
topped with vanilla chantilly cream.
Apparently, Walt Disney loved lemon. That's why there's all the lemon
all
stuff.
the lemon stuff.
Yeah, he
Okay.
loved lemon.
Not much of a lemon fan.
I
myself.
am.
I know you are.
am.
Let's see. Oh, I saw this. This looks amazing. Clarabelle's hand scooped ice cream. Actually, it looks good. I'm not crazy about the flavors, but Snickers Sundae, butter pecan ice cream, topped with chocolate shell, caramel sauce, whipped cream, chopped peanuts, and Snicker bar pieces served in a waffle cup.
Yeah, I don't like peanuts in my ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Snickers fan. Give me a Milky Way.
I'll do a Snickers. If I'm hungry, I'll grab a Snickers.
What? You don't like nuts?
I don't know. I'm not crazy about nuts, but I'll eat them. Peanuts. Not like any other nuts.
Those are the worst nuts.
If you get a good roasted salted peanut, it's actually pretty good. It's a good little snack.
Pecans. Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Let's see. The platinum trifle makes a comeback. That's everywhere. So I've seen this pop. It's at Disneyland too. The old fashioned cream soda. So you can get Sprite, cherry, and blue cotton candy gourmet syrup served with frozen and topped whipped cream and purple pixie dust.
Wait, served with frozen what? You said served with frozen and
blue cotton candy gourmet syrup served frozen.
okay.
It's served frozen.
Served frozen. Okay.
Topped with whipped cream and purple pixie dust. So it's like a slushy.
Like a slushy. And what were the flavors? Cotton candy.
Sprite, cherry, and blue cotton candy.
Oh, Jack would like the Sprite or the cherry.
Lamplight Lounge has a Disney 100 cocktail.
Oh, what is it?
Empress gin, pea flower, honey, lavender, and lemon juice garnished with an edible flower.
Oh my gosh.
That actually sounds kind of good.
That sounds good.
Let's see. Platinum trifle is everywhere, man. Oh, we saw this and we were looking forward to this. Schmoozies.
Well, I already told my schmoozy story a couple weeks ago.
I know. So, Steamboat Willie Shake.
I'm getting it.
It's a cookies and cream shake with whipped topping and chocolate cream filled cookie ears.
Yep. I'm getting it. And I know someone else in our party who's going to get it. Favorite ice cream. Is it? Maybe. But that looks good.
It looks really good.
I want it. I want all of these things. And it's really hard because if you don't go, like if you're not down there like local and you go like every week or every other week, there's not
There's
enough
so much stuff.
room in your stomach and time.
This is how they get you to come back. See, they want you to try all the food.
Well, and I'm not a good like, oh, you get that and I'll get this and we'll each have a couple of bites. No, I want that whole milkshake.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to have to be like, okay, we're going to get the pretzel. We're going to get the milkshake. We're going to get this. So you can try it.
Yeah.
But you just don't get a whole one. But at least you get to like try bits of it all.
Yeah.
But there's so much.
So I think you're going to like this.
I like it all. I like all of it
This
so
is
far.
another drink at California Adventure.
Okay.
So this is at Sonoma Terrace.
Okay.
The Prickly Paloma.
Sonoma Terrace. Oh, we've never been there. Okay.
No, that's...
it's like the Napa area, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Prickly Paloma. Tequila, prickly pear, and grapefruit ginger beer.
Maybe. I don't really like tequila or beer.
But ginger beer is not beer.
Okay.
It's like beer, but it doesn't taste like beer.
Okay. But I like the other things in it.
And ginger beer, ginger beer is not alcoholic. It's like
Oh, okay.
It's like
But the tequila is.
it's like tonic water. It's like a mixer
okay.
drink. It's a mixer.
Okay.
But yeah, tequila, prickly pear,
I do. I love
and
pear.
grapefruit ginger beer. Let's see. A lot of same stuff from Disneyland. Got some more tumblers. We got the popcorn buckets. We got the sippers. That's pretty much it. And there's lots of little things at
Lots of merchandise.
lots
too.
of merchandise in downtown Disney at the Cattell restaurant in Uva Bar, which is that little bar that's in the middle of
that's
their
outside?
little roundabout in downtown Disney. They have a Lavender Honor, which is gin, plum liquor, yuzu, I don't know what yuzu is, and kava.
So where's the lavender?
I don't know.
Or is that just a
I think
color?
it's the color because the picture of it it's lavender.
Because I like lavender flavor. Cool.
See, if I'm missing that's pretty much it.
That's
those
a
are
lot
the
of food.
highlights. That was just everything. But the trifle, man, it's everywhere. The platinum trifle.
So a lot to look forward to this year.
I know.
Going to the parks. And then the rumor.
So the rumor. So we all know last Sunday, the 23rd, Splash Mountain closed at Disney.
No, I think the 22nd.
22nd.
Because that was the last day of it running. It was closed on the 23rd. And man, that next morning, I mean, the water was drained.
Yep. They took it off the maps. They had new paper maps ready that next day.
Yeah.
So
they're on it.
They were on it.
Ready.
So that closed in Disney World last week. The rumor is that in May of this year, Disneyland's version is going to close down. Don't know a date yet, but in May of 2023,
That's
Splash
the rumor.
Mountain and Disneyland will close. So we will be there.
Well, I don't 100% know that. I 100% know we are going to try our best.
We're going to try to be there.
We've got 4 kids for someone to take care of because we don't want to take them.
If we can do it, they can do it.
What?
If we can take care of 4
I'm
kids,
not saying someone can't. Can they get here and take them for us in their schedules?
we'll make it work.
But I 100% know we are going to try because I really, really want to do it. I really want to be there the last day.
Yeah.
And then that's just another day that we can try more of the food.
Yes.
So,
We'll have kids around to where we can focus on food.
and if we're waiting 4 hours in line for Splash Mountain, get me all the treats. Grab that trifle, grab the lemon cake, grab the pretzel, grab the churro, just shove it all in my backpack. And while we're waiting in line, we will snack on all of it.
You know it.
Yeah.
And then we will throw up on the way down Splash Mountain.
It's not bad. But, well, I don't know. I've never eaten all the way for hours and then ridden it. But yeah.
Yeah. So that's a breakdown of Disney 100, what's going on at Disneyland. Not sure what's going on. I know Disney World, they're going to have like some things.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting
Not
to
sure
see
what they're going to be doing, but
yeah. It'll be interesting to see when they wrap up the 50th and what they do.
surprising there's nothing like special like at Galaxy's Edge.
Well, who cares about Galaxy?
I care about Galaxy's Edge. I will say this. So, over the summer, they increased the prices for Sabi's Workshop, custom lightsabers. They also increased the price for the droid workshop, where you build your own droids. The lightsabers, their price increased they started out as $200. They increased it to $250. For the droids, they upped it to, I think it was like $120, from $100 to $120. They have now gone back in price. They actually decreased the prices.
Way to go, Iger. Way to go, Iger.
So
bring
the lightsabers,
prices down.
So the lightsabers didn't go down to $200, but they're down to $220. So $30 cheaper.
Oh, so there's still more.
So there's still more.
Stupid. I forget. I take it back, Iger.
The droids, they're back down to $100. So there
You know what
have
else you
been
could do?
price cuts. So,
Bring down the price of Genie Plus.
yeah.
Or add a family pack.
That just makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
First two, $20 each, but then maybe it's $5 off for each additional
Yeah.
person in your group.
Something.
Yeah, but yeah,
All right. That was a bunch.
that was a lot. Should we just end this, or should we keep going?
No, we should definitely end it, but we need a memory.
A memory.
Maybe a memory from a celebration.
Okay.
Since we're going into this 100 celebration. Oh, this is a question, not a memory.
Are you asking me a question?
I have a question.
Okay, ask me a question.
Out of the celebrations you have been to, which for you it would be Disney World's 50th
Yep.
and Disneyland's 60th.
Well, the one when we first went as a married couple was the year of a million dreams.
Okay, but do you remember anything other than those fast pass things we got?
No.
No, neither do I. I don't know if the castle was decorated. I'd have to go
I
back
don't
and look at our
remember.
physical. We didn't have smartphones or anything. It would be physical pictures I had printed out. I'd have to go find.
I have all the pictures of those on my computer.
Oh, we had a digital camera. We had a little digital camera.
Yeah.
Anyways, so between the 60th at Disneyland and the 50th at Disney World, decor wise, which would you prefer? Which did you prefer? Like, would you take the castle for the 50th at Disney World, which was, illumination or something? It's all like iridescence.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Or the diamond celebration of the 60th at Disneyland. Excuse me.
That's a tough one
I know. I don't even know what I choose.
because Disneyland, it was like that
so
day and night.
beautiful.
Whereas at Disney World, when at night they did the iridescence projection on it, so it had all
The castle was like that day
castle,
and night. Where
yeah.
at Disney World, well, we don't know what the Disney World castle looks like normally, though. We've only been during the 50th. So
You mean Disney World, you said Disney.
I'm sorry, Disney World. We've only been during the 50th, so maybe it does look different during the day than normal, and we just couldn't tell because that's the only time we've ever seen
Maybe
it.
true.
But at night, it's amazing.
Well, we have a Thomas Kincaid of the 60th right in front of me right now.
Yeah, but you gifted that to me before we ever went to Disney World.
I know. I'm going to have to say Disneyland.
Yeah.
The 60th.
It was pretty great. It looks really great now, too.
Yeah. Okay, you got one?
Sure. It's not that great. No, but I was just thinking of when we rode Mickey and Minnie's at Disney World.
Disney World. Okay.
And I mean, I think we told this story when we did our recap like almost a year ago. But we rode the whole thing. And right before we got out of the tunnel or like out of the ride, like we could see where we got off the ride. It broke down. And it broke down for quite some time. Like we were sitting in the car for 20 minutes?
I would say longer than 20 minutes.
Because they started with the earliest car getting the people out and having to walk. And then they ended with the last car. And we were the last car before you'd exit the ride. So we were just sitting down there. We had a whole car to ourselves, I believe.
Yeah.
Is it 6?
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 8. It might
or is
be
it 8? I can't remember if we had another row of like strangers behind us. But I just remember looking behind us at all the other cars. And in like all of the other cars, every single person was on their phone.
Gotta get their next Genie Plus.
And I mean, we weren't because, none of our kids have phones. And, but yeah, we were out there. And part of it was still running. Like there was like this little bird thing that was like saying goodbye to you. And it just kept saying it over and over and over and over and over and over. And, but the neat thing is that because it broke down, then they would give you, what's it called? Like a lightning lane.
Yeah. For any ride. Comparable ride. Like you can't use it for Rise.
Yeah. And I didn't think they were going to give it to us because we did get the whole ride. So you could use it for that ride when it opened back up. And, but we got it, which was cool because I was like, well, we finished the ride. We just didn't get off of it for a while. I don't remember what we used it for, but
I don't remember.
Toy Story Mania. I think we used it for Toy Story Mania because it's in Hollywood.
Yeah. Now, did we have to buy individual lightning lane for that?
We bought,
That was before it was included with Genie Plus because it's included Genie Plus now at Disney World.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't when we went.
Yeah.
And it was like a ride we had never been on because I think y'all know, if you listen regularly, how I feel about Genie Plus and then the individual lightning lanes. I'm not a fan of that. But I didn't know if we'd ever go back to Disney World. And we knew we were getting this ride at Disneyland, but it was like, okay, it's a ride we've never been on. And so I felt like okay about it because I wanted to get on it. And but yeah, it's not a great memory. It just made me think of it since we were talking about Mickey and Minnie's. And so that was I don't really remember that much of the ride. I remember it being fun.
I recorded most of it. And so a couple weeks ago I watched it and I was like, oh, that's right. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun.
Because I mean, Georgia was only 9 months when we went. And so a lot of rides I was more focused on like how she was doing and is she scared? And then, so it's like some rides I was kind of like not focused on, but
I think she's going to love it now.
Oh yeah.
I think she's going
to love it because she loves Mickey and Minnie and yeah.
So for me, only because we were just talking about this while we were trying to figure out our memories.
Let's figure out our memories.
Is one of our anniversary trips to Disneyland. This was in 2015. So right before the 60th anniversary of Disneyland. We had gotten... Was it right before?
No, it was 15. It was 15. Yeah, to that 2015.
Because that didn't start till probably.
Yeah, because it was our 7th.
60th started when?
The 60th started July of 2015, and
we went
in May.
Yeah,
and it was our 7th, so that would have been 2015.
Yeah, got tickets to Dancing with the Stars. a taping of that. So that was really cool. That's the Tom Bergeron and Aaron Andrews version.
Yes, it was a season that Rumor Willis was on.
Yeah.
Demi Moore was in the audience.
Yeah, no Bruce Willis this time.
No, I was super bummed about that.
Yeah, we're hoping for Bruce Willis. So I surprised you with that. Did
No.
I? No, did I not?
No, you didn't surprise me
I
because I had to.
surprised you with Disneyland. You didn't know where we were staying. You knew we were going because I had to tell you, like, you had to dress a certain way.
I knew we were going to Dancing with the Stars because, yeah, I had to buy an outfit.
Yeah. But I surprised you with us staying at Disneyland Hotel.
No, babe, we stayed at Portofino Inn.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
we stayed
we
at
did.
Disneyland Hotel.
We stayed at Disneyland Hotel in 2019. You surprised me with that. You did not surprise me in 2017.
No, you're right. You're right. Because we ran into one of my coworkers. We were going to Disneyland the next day. Okay, so never mind. I take that back.
Your memory's a lie.
Yeah. So went to Dancing with the Stars. That was really fun.
Yeah.
You got touched by Derek Huff.
No, I didn't. He walked behind me and I didn't realize it until everyone behind me started like going, and so I turned around too late to grab him.
So that was really fun. And then we had drinks at Grand Californian afterwards, but their water was turned off because they were doing some type of construction.
Yeah.
And so we couldn't order food.
Yeah.
And we were really hungry.
So hungry. There was like some peanuts.
Yeah. Some bar food. Yeah. And then we went to Disneyland the next day.
Yeah.
So, but that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. That was the first time we had gone just us without kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Since our first trip when we were first married.
Yeah. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
Dreaming.of.
That's not our Instagram.
Dreaming.of.disney.podcast. And
you could also just please leave us a review.
Yeah.
On Spotify,
Apple
or
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts.
You can tap that 5th star. Tell us what you like or any suggestions or things you want to hear. We would love to hear from you. Helps get our podcast out there in front of other people that would also enjoy it.
Yeah.
And and we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah. We've been getting a lot because at first, it was just kind of like family and friends, like, cause I can go on to our podcast and see where people are listening from. But it's been spreading out. So usually it's only like have people in California or things like that. But lately we've been getting, Massachusetts, a new one that we've been pretty regularly.
I do have family in Massachusetts.
I know you do have Massachusetts. But Australia and Sydney, we getting a couple of people listening from
Sydney.
there. We have a pretty regular listener from Germany.
Yes, Germany. Hi, how are you?
We got Fort Worth, Texas. We got Hollywood, California. Passaic, New Jersey. Pinebrook, New Jersey.
Hey, New Jersey.
New Jersey's showing up. Let's see, where else do we got? We have Seattle, Washington. Frisco, Texas. Layton, Utah. Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Very nice.
New Zealand. Auckland, New Zealand.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Mexico, Japan, France, Canada. Well, we know some people from Canada, so.
Oh, yep.
You know who you are. Thanks for listening. So leave us a review. We'll give you a shout out.
Yeah.
We'll read it live on air. But so thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
Hope you get to enjoy this 100 years celebration.
Yeah, try to get it out there. They're going to be going through
through the year
through 2024.
Not through 2024.
Not all the way through 2024, but through part of 2024. But it all culminates in October for the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company.
Yeah.
So,
So,
all right. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you later.
bye.